Yes. The first question is actually from our brother there, and this is very fundamental. And that is to say, if you're going to be president, what about the other arms of government? How do you control and populate them with people with progressive ideas, if I get you correctly? And our party, which is the African Action Congress, is 1 month, 1 day old as of today. Yes. And already, we have had over 1,000 people indicate that they want to run for different offices across Nigeria, including the Senate, House of Representatives, and, did I say House of Representatives? Yes. And governorship across the country. What I need to say to you is that, yes, we may not be able to win all of the positions in offices enough to get the kind of people we want to support the government. But something will change fundamentally in Nigeria if there's a generational change of leadership. To the extent that even if some people are coming back to the Senate with a mindset of the past, they will find a brain reset from Nigerians who are saying, look, you can be a senator, you can be who you want to be, but we have just voted for a new sheriff as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And that will lead, because no matter what you think about Nigerians, the moment they find a different order, they conform with it very quickly. Do you know how you know it? You can find somebody in Nigeria who drives like 120 miles per hour in Nigeria. Don't wait for traffic light. The moment they enter America, you don't need to tell them that you get into trouble when you run the red lights. You don't need to. They understand that you get away with things where there are no consequences. Where there are consequences, they conform. But it's not as simple as that. What I want to tell you is that it's not only the legislative arm that needs reform. What about the judiciary, where we have no power to even vote for our judges? But it's the president that is responsible for appointing judges. Presidents have power in Nigeria to actually remove corrupt judges because he's the executive person. President has power to appoint an inspector general of police that is not transfusion, confusion, and who can put people in their places. President has got the power to do a lot of things even within the context of the Nigerian Constitution, including putting senators where they belong if they are corrupt. And when you have a president who is doing his job the way I am campaigning now, which is with stamina, I'm ahead of all of the country. I've traveled in more cities and villages and towns in Nigeria than Buhari has done in the last 3 years since he's been in power. Buhari has 9 presidential jets. I don't have a bicycle in Nigeria. But I've been everywhere. So if you have a president that is alive to his duties and responsibilities, the pressure will be on this representative you are talking about to do their own part too. Don't forget that when they don't do it, we have a power of recall. You can recall your senator anytime you want. You can recall your House of Rep member. You can impeach your governor. There are so many democratic ways to make them function in the interest of the people. But the moment the president is not working in the interest of the people, you are wasting your time. Is it not the same Nigerian House of Rep members, National Assembly people? All of them combined together could not bring Jonathan to power, even when they knew that Yar'Adua had died, brain dead. It took Sahara reporters, all of you who were around during that period, to keep reporting that this man is dead, this man is dead, when judges were collecting bribes from his wife and his cabal, when the National Assembly refused to make a proclamation. So one man with the right vision can inspire a nation to freedom. Because that vision will also, engender and create support from others with good conscience like yourselves. I am sure that so many of you would have been running for office in Nigeria today with us if we did this some 5 years ago. So, honestly, you have to blame us that we are late to the game. Because look at, in 1 month, 1 day, what we have been able to do, the ground we have covered with just a new political messaging to people that this country, yes, we can have a different country. Don't forget that our Take It Back movement, or that, hashtag, started from Nigeria this year. But 2 weeks ago, Obama was here in California shouting, "Take it back." Yeah. Yes. Yes. Americans also want to take their country back. But we will do our own first before they get to their own. Can diasporas vote? No. Because the law does not allow you, will not allow you to vote. But can you really vote? It depends on how you want to vote. Yes. You can, it's too late now if you don't have your PVC. But there's a way you can vote that probably you've never discovered. Everybody at home has someone in diaspora who they listen to, who they respect. You can use the power of your telephone to convince your people. So many of the people that are supporting us at home are in diaspora. What do? They say, "I'm in Kano. I have a house. I'll give it to you as party secretariat," because nobody's living there. We have plenty of those now, apart from financial contributions. There are people who have given us their vehicles. There are people who have hotels. I didn't know until now how many businesses you people have in Nigeria. Just go and stay in my hotel, we get there and say, "Wow, big hotel." We stay there overnight for free. There are people who will say, "Look, if you go to so place, you need food, go to my water factory." Because a lot of Nigerians have invested in the country, and that's the reason why most of you are not even asking for much. You just need some basic things. Because you have already made the investments there. In fact, some of you have investment at home that is enough to lead you into a life of retirement, happily in Nigeria. But you need a country that is safe to go back to. So you can vote, or you can vote with your conscience, you can vote with your connections, and you can vote also by financially supporting our movement as well. But here is what I would say. When we become president next year, diaspora voting, and you can take it for granted. That I tell you. There's no way we will not approve diaspora voting the first, and as soon as possible, it will be a priority for us, because you are the real foreign investors into Nigeria. 70 billion is the estimated amount of money that we send home every year. There's no country on earth that will give you that much money as aid, not even in doing businesses. So you deserve the right to vote. Bola, we talked about the copywriter. How do you sustain your vision given the stomach infrastructure mentality you ask? Stomach infrastructure is very popular. And I'll tell you that. And the way I describe it is that it is a way where someone gives you a grinding machine, and it gives you rice, give you some pepper, tomatoes, onion, and it says grind this thing and drink it, and you eat one day, and you are there like, "Oh my God, I'm satisfied, I'm full." And then when you get hungry for other things, education, roads, hospitals, you go back to the same politician and say, "Okay, can we get roads?" He points to your stomach. Said it's inside your stomach, because you've already eaten your roads, you've eaten your future. And I think Nigerians are getting the message now that when a politician gives you money on election day, probably you'll never see him until the next election. There's an Igbo adage that says that if you buy a goat in the market and somebody approaches you, a potter approaches you, they want to help you take your goats home, and they are going to pay you to help you take your goats home, you are not likely to find the goat again. That's a thief that just stole it from you. So it's the same thing in politics. A lot of people understand now, but we haven't gotten to a point yet where the consciousness is, pervasive enough for Nigerians everywhere to understand that there needs to be a total rejection of money politics. That is why Ekiti was such a bad example for us. But do you know the reason why Nigeria as a whole will be different from Ekiti in 2019? Is that there are other fundamental issues that are at stake. People understand that if you have Buhari come again, your land might be at stake.
Right.
Yes, your religion might be at stake. Right? And I'm not preaching any religious division or anything. They know that their economy will be at stake, that education will be at stake. And contrary to what you hear, that Buhari is completely in control of the north, there is no more monolithic north for Buhari anymore. Because we went to Jalingo in Taraba State, they don't want to hear Buhari.
Wow.
Benue State, they don't want to hear Buhari. Because they have become refugees in their land because of Buhari's policies. You go to Plateau State, they don't want to hear Buhari. Part of Adamawa, they don't want to hear Buhari because all of them are refugees in their land in the last 3 years. You even go to Borno State, where Boko Haram is now resurging with audacity. They don't want to hear Buhari. So that concept, or the lie that the whole north is for Buhari, is a facade. And those who are promising him the southwest, they will wake up into a state of coma. Yes. Because even the man they are relying upon will not be able to win the local government in Lagos this time around. They are tearing themselves apart now over the resources in Lagos. So, please, we should just welcome the developments at home with open arms. We should be celebrating, but we need to seriously understand that this is going to require a lot of work and investment. So I've just been told that the last 4 questions might have to wait until there's a special announcement.
Yes.
Right now.
Okay, so we'll come back to the question and answer. At this time, I would like to, of course, you guys have heard a lot. You've had your questions answered. Isn't this a good movement to support?
Yes.
I mean, I'm just overwhelmed. I don't know what we can do. I think you have a lot of volunteers here. If you can support with your money, you can support, like you said, with your hotel that is in Nigeria or your car or whatever. But at this time, I'd like to call Sister Veronica to come and do a little bit of, tell you more how you can support today's event.
I don't.
Good evening again. I am not here to tell you more, I'm here to beg you. I'm here to beg you to please reflect on everything that our honorable presidents talked about. It does take money for things to happen. And nothing is too little and nothing is too large. The theory you had yesterday, I really like it, where you projected that if everyone could donate a certain amount, we could raise 2 million.
Yes.
And please, can you tell me
Yeah,
that?
so simple theory is that we need $2 million to prosecute this agenda of winning the election. It's a drop in the bucket if you think about how much these guys have. They have a war chest already laying around in their basements, in their various banks. But 2 million for us will work wonders because we are not going to be buying bread or bills of clothing they call Ankara in Nigeria, giving branded rice. And quite honestly and fairly, Nigerians are not asking us for anything because there's a new currency in town, which is ideas. So, but if we can get 10,000 Nigerians to donate $200 each, just 10,000 would have made that $2 million. And we can give you a brand new Nigeria by next year.
Thank you. I kept thinking about it, and I kept wondering how we could start a movement for $200 only. Take it back $200 only. That if you can, please tonight give us $200. We'll take it. If you have more, we'll take it as well. If you have less, we'll grab it. So essentially, I'm reaching out to you to please, we'll take checks and we'll take cash. And the check should be made out to take it back. We actually have a mobile credit card station. So, and we'll take Deutschmark and pound sterling as well.
There's
Cash App,
We have
Naira.
Zelle. Yeah.
Can we project all those things?
Zelle, what is the number?
Yeah, we have a
Donate
little, you know,
at Sowore2019.com.
and Zelle as well. Yeah.
You can do email.
And so what we're essentially saying is there's no form of payment that you have, we can negotiate. We have resources, we have Chase, Quick Pay, just about anyway. Because we need the money, sorry?
When can we do that?
So my guys,
We can help if
yeah, and actually if there are people that need it, we can come to you as well. So Ugo and Dapo, yeah, so if you help me, so
We
please,
have a volunteer.
you know, and then in the back we can take care of it gently.
And I'm
But,
giving it to you. So
yeah.
I'm not grabbing your money.
I know, so yeah, we're a team and we can do it. We start from here. We still want to ask you as well. We'll send email. Please make sure you signed in today in your email. If you could reach 10 people for $200, that would just calculate how many of us are here. And $200 isn't much. That's what Obama did. Obama was taking $10, $20, $100, and then the massive turnout placed a president that reshaped America for 8 years, so that even without him being in power, it's auto working because of the foundation he left. And you and I know that. So we know that our future is about to change. I could just feel it. And I think that's the same thing. Not that I crave anybody to die, but I was in Nigeria in 1999 around the Abacha period. Nobody's happy for anyone's death, but it was incredible. People were kind of hostage, and everyone had given up. We were shocked when we heard that he passed, because that was the only thing that broke Nigeria loose from the grip of the slavery that Nigerians were in. And somehow I have the same feeling, I think we all do, like something big is about to happen. People talk about Nigeria as the next big Dubai, because obviously from historical knowledge and things I hear, Nigeria money is what made Dubai what it is. And we have a whole lot of it if we can grab it back, take it back. So we would like to go around and we don't have microphone, but I can pretend there's a microphone. And I will start with this amazing couple. Can we count on both of you tonight? Would you like to give us a check?
Don't try to check around, don't try to check around.
Or you can sell it? Okay. So,
Give the information, they just give somebody the information.
okay. So,
There's a square card for debit or
and
credit.
for the sale, that's
Right
right
here.
He has it right here.
So I'm gonna tell you guys
Thank you.
the information if you are selling it.
Okay.
So it's donate, DONATE at Sowore, SOWORE 2019.org and Zelle.
donate at
Donate at Sowore
2019.
2019.org.
All right. And for anyone that also wants to pay by credit card, it's ready. I can come to you with this phone.
Oh, yeah,
You
that
enter.
after you are leaving now. Is that what?
So did you guys get that? Repeat it again. Donate, DONATE, the at sign, because it's like you're sending an email, at Sowore, SOWORE 2019.org. .org. Yes, for Zelle. To send a donation. So basically, phone died. So when you go to Zelle, it will ask you where you want to send the money, if you want to email it, and so this is the information you will put. And it will send the.
Tell him to stop. You will come off.
You will not come up?
Yes. Quickly wipe it off. Quickly wipe it off.
Soap and water.
It will. Is it a wipe? It is. Oh, okay, it's one of those wipes.
Just put it on a piece of paper.
So if you have cash and you want to drop it, please.
Silicon come by.
See our system.
All right. As well, part of our fundraising is we
Can
have.
we get your attention, everyone, please? Please, one moment. Thank you.
All right. I have a T-shirt that has a very important message. It's universal, and I know that that's what Nigeria will become, the leader of the universe. And I would like to encourage you to buy 2 T-shirts, one that you wear every day, and the one that we would get in that airplane and fly to Nigeria in that T-shirt. So I encourage you because it's going really fast, going on. It's only $15, and it's you can get in the back. Mr. Julius is ready for you and best man. So don't leave without 2 T-shirts. $15, that's only 30. That's lunch money from Starbucks.
And you know what? I just wanted to share this while we are talking about donating. You know, in our community, in the Nigerian community, I don't know about the men, but the women do waste a lot of money doing things that really doesn't make sense. You know, recently somebody was having a baby shower, and she had a list of like more than 100 people, and each of those people donated $100. And I thought, this is for one day's rent. You know, this $200 that we're asking you to donate is to bring the light to Nigeria. $200, that's not a lot of money. That's money my kids spend for lunch. Yeah, to buy shoes. So, you know, I really truly want to encourage you guys, if you can, do donate. And you can break it up, you know, like say today that you are going to make a $50 donation and program it like every 2 weeks. You do another $50. Or if you want to do 25, you can break it up into 8 payments of $25 each. Every 2 weeks you do $25. So what a GoFundMe, yeah, there's a GoFundMe. What is the name of the GoFundMe?
It's gofundme.com/Sowore2019.
Okay. So you can donate. And there's a website, I believe, also. Yeah, so you can also donate from the website.
And you have a Nigerian account.
And we also still, and we still have your credit card, you can slide it easily. So I know that, I also want to thank those who were at the event yesterday for your donations. So I want to recognize that some of you are here. We're all dedicated. In fact, if you're wondering how crazy I am in this outfit, my friend's husband is 70 years old tonight, her birthday. But I think I'm so addicted to what's happening here, and I'm not going there yet in San Ramon. So I was on my way there, but I want to thank him. Thank you. So yeah, Nigeria is like here in my heart. I don't mess with my home. I love my culture. I'm really proud of being a Nigerian. So basically, I'm gonna. No, there's no music. I was gonna say, DJ keep playing. Then I'm gonna, come around and come to you in person. So if you want to write a check, thank you.
So if you are doing a check, you do it to take it back. If you are writing a check, make the check payable to take it back.
Mr. Okwere, thank you for being here.
So folks, real quickly, we are all accustomed to going to Wakekeeping and donating minimum amounts. In fact, this is a typical Wakekeeping night for most of us. And we like to invest in the past. You know, there's no way to gather people to get together in our community than to mention a Wakekeeping. We all get excited about that. I'm non-partisan, but I want to encourage you, whatever you donate to this effort is to the future of your children. We've all lived here for quite a long time. Many of us come here, like he said, to go to a school, to do whatever, and we're stuck here. And what I actually find out when I talk to our people on my program is, eventually I want to go back to Nigeria. But sadly, most of you don't go back to Nigeria. And when they do it, they go back in their coffin. Because the situation in Nigeria keeps getting worse every day. Now, I don't know what he's going to do and how effective that's going to be, but it could be a change to dislodge those archaic people that we've had entrenched in power there. Yeah. So whatever money you're donating tonight, be it $50 to $200, whatever it is, you could look at it as, well, you could be given, but not to Wakekeeping, but to the future of that country. Because if they're able to actually launch this party and make it effective, it could actually make a difference between you going home frequently or your children actually thinking, I want to go back to Nigeria at one point. So that's my 2 cents.
Thank you.
Michael, may I say that that's actually the funeral of the old?
Yeah.
And so, in a way, it is, yeah. Did I have somebody else who is? Yes,
We
I shall.
donated
How much did I get from you? Please, what's your name, sir? I think it's
My name is on my
inspiration.
check.
Your name is on your check. What is that check?
And he's actually from my university.
Oh, okay, he's the one that I connect. Okay, well, good.
Oh,
Thank you. I got that information. I'm like, did you call him right now?
Yeah, he did.
So Dr. Salako is a
We went to
friend,
Unilag together.
schoolmate
Yes,
at
he
Unilag
met me in Unilag.
way back
Yes.
today, and he heard about him. He was actually going to put the money in GoFundMe, which means at the
No,
center
another
of the
one is still
money
going to
goes.
go for me.
God bless you.
That one
so
is-
thank you,
that
Dr.
one is-
Salako,
that one
for
is
your
customer.
donation.
We have $400.
Okay, I was gonna find you. Oh, this is awesome. Well done. So what's your name, sir?
So let's set a little vision.
How much are you giving us? So Mr. Olushola Adeyemi, $200.
Right here.
Honorable,
No, we don't do it.
Honorable Gbere Ogumefun, $50 whopping dollars. Yes, no, we won't get the money. Thank you. What do we get? Okay. Mr. Oluige is getting ready to give us some money. I'll let you know once I get it.
Yes, yes.
This time Mr. Sanaro gave us $200. Okay, guys, I have another credit card here. Somebody.
So the goal, our vision for this room, I think we can do like $3,000 in this section alone. 3,000 here, another 3,000 here. Can't we?
We can.
We can, right?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. That's the attitude. AAC,
Thank you, Chidi.
take it back.
Action!
So if we are going to have action, we can do it. Let's have this challenge. 3,000 on this side. I see some very influential people over here. And 3 over here. And 3 in this section. So far we have 1,400. Let's keep going.
Why are you guys leaving me alone now?
So we are doing it. Please keep going. There are some people that are donating on GoFundMe. So we have 2 people that we didn't get their question.
Myself now. I didn't get my question. I took my money. No question.
question when they took my check.
No, she was saving the best for the last. Yes.
So far we have 1850.
You didn't take my question when you took my check.
No, we are going to take your question. Dr. Salakau, get up and tell us your question. I'll write it. Seriously. What is your
When
question?
you're ready.
We are ready. Oh, yes. Number 8. Number 7. No, you are number 8.
I thought you were just going to take my money and not.
No. So we are not like that now. I
Just
can't.
messing with you.
So I need to write down the question. Yeah, we added it. Thank you. I'm ready for your question. Chinelo. On the Chinelo just $200 online.
When it's ready, don't worry. It's ready. No rush to.
I said you were ready.
No. Let it be ready.
Thank you so much.
Okay. What's your question?
Yes, I'm taking
You should be able to write it
I'm
down.
ready. I'm not writing like it.
So, Mr. Sowore, thank you for coming out here to see us in the Bay Area. I was actually with you at University of Lagos. You came in like 2 or 3 years when I was there. And I know God has a mission for you. Because we thought you were dead when you were injected in the early 90s. And they almost killed you. So my question is, I'm a physician by profession. So
A good one like that.
So I left Nigeria because I knew I could not make impact. A pregnant woman died right in front of me, and I couldn't do anything just because they didn't have money.
Wow.
So you said a little bit about what you're doing regarding the health sector.
Yes.
Do you have health care team? If you do, are they meeting? And if they're meeting, where can we join them online to see what their plans are? 2, what are your plans to capture the North? Because we're hearing so many things coming out of the North, that you're not popular there and all this. Is your vice president going to come from the North? The last question, regarding what happened in the Oni of Ife's, Oni's palace. We didn't know who actually shot the tear gas. Can you just tell us a little bit what you and the king discussed and how you guys came to a resolution? Thank you.
Thank you.
May we take a commercial break? Just a commercial break. I want us to give a round of applause to Mr. Deotis. $200. And Doctor, please, let's give him a round of applause. Dr. Salako, 250. So go ahead, we'll take 251 from the next leader. And I come over here, and these 3 gentlemen remind me of my sons. My baby is a computer engineer, computer scientist. And they look like my son. And guess what? Right on this line, $600, $200.
Thank you, God.
Our president said it, that's where our future is. Because imagine what will happen. My son and these guys take over Nigeria. When he says we'll take over the world, yes, we will.
Yeah.
So,
my son went to Nigeria and said, why? I asked him, how was your experience? And he said, oh, people were just fine without having Wi-Fi.
it's amazing.
So, like, Wi-Fi is like, it's so common here, you don't think about it.
After food.
And then you go to a place where...
After food is Wi-Fi.
Yeah, no, it's food, Wi-Fi is number 1.
It's now even before food.
Yeah.
So I'm just agreeing with our president that this is our future.
Yes.
And the money that goes home from all of us every day when they call us that their leg got broken or that their house, they are taking it, every day we send dollars home. These are future. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
So somebody with his bell, come see them.
You guys, we still have t-shirts in the back. You can support also
Pious.
by donating, getting a t-shirt, please.
Pious.
Okay. Number 8. Yeah. Oh, number 8. Okay.
Yeah, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Omoyele originally from Oakland State. I was born and bred in Oshogbo. I've been in the States since 1997.
Can we keep the volume down a little bit, please? Thank you.
I just want to tell Mr. President, he is going to be my president henceforth. You have a very unique hairstyle. And what is the name of the style, and how long have you been cutting your hair like this? My second question is going to be, it is no longer news. The incidents at the Palace of Oni of Ife. And there are various reports of the incidents. Can you please tell us for the record what exactly happened at the Palace of Oni Ife during your last visit? And the last one before I sit down is that it was also reported that you are going to be exporting wheat. That's the marijuana you have mentioned that. And as the president, this state that we are in, they have legalized the recreational marijuana. How do you intend to achieve mass production of wheat in Nigeria for export? I'm not from Nigeria, I'm in Nigeria, I'm Yoruba.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you so much.
Number 9. What's your name?
My name is Davis. First of all, thank you very much for the courage it has taken to embark on this presidential journey. So basically, through Sahara, you've been able to understand and fully leverage the power of the internet. As we know, over the last 25 years. Okay, as we know, over the last 25 years, nothing has created as much wealth in the US, especially as the tech industry. So the question I have for you is, what are your thoughts on your administration's actions towards empowering Nigerians by creating more awareness about the study of computer science, and also making sure that parents encourage their kids, because I work as a computer engineer now, but while I was studying, my parents were really very shaky about the idea of me doing comp science. My dad is a doctor, but still then he really didn't understand how that was a reputable thing to do. So this is more about changing the mindset and the mentality of people towards tech. So if you could tell us more about that.
Number 9.
No, that's 9.
That was number 10.
10.
So my name is Ola Oluwalotobi Thomas, and a lady who inspires me, Dr. Mae Jameson, who's the first black woman that we know to go to space. She once said that pursuing an extraordinary tomorrow creates a better today. So I want to pursue that. So I pursued it with NASA here in the US, and I've yet to hear back from them. Then I went NASA space program. Then I pursued it with Russia space program, and although the conversation went really well, it ultimately came to I needed to become a Russian citizen to eventually explore with them. So my question is, how, under your presidency, how will Nigeria explore space to benefit Nigeria, and how will you support people like me who wants to represent Nigeria in space?
Oh, wow. Good.
Thank you, everyone. So we'll answer the question in a minute.
Can I announce that we also have $200 from Mr. and Mrs. Paula Summer? And I also want to every month. So we will be setting up a system on our Sowore WhatsApp group, and we'll put it on Facebook everywhere. So if you would like to do what we do for Obama here, a lot of us are on monthly check to Obama, and Barbara Lee on monthly to Barbara Lee. So people like that, I think we should all begin to do that for Sowore. We should start, you know, even if it's $5. $5 from 1 million people, that's 5 million. So I think of it that way. Even $1 from 1 million people, that's $1 million. So let's consider asking for the grassroots just $5 minimum. If we can hit $1 million for you guys, chicken change of what the president is saying, 2 million. He'll get in a heartbeat 5 million. So let's use our numbers to build capacity. So I'm taking it back with AAC party. Sowore, how about another check for $200 from my big brother, my big uncle, Mr. Joseph Alabi. Let's give a round of applause. I'm still collecting checks and money. Yay! I get all excited. Oh, guys, I have another $200 confirmed. I'm excited. Thank you so much. God bless your pocket. Please, I told you 200. I got excited. Mr. Deyonju, please. $200.
How did he send it? Is it GoFundMe?
It was Zelle.
Zelle.
It was Zelle. So it's confirmed.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So I don't want to miss anyone. Who haven't I talked to? People are like, yeah, right. You think I'll tell you? Chief, please. Check or cash or Zelle. Which one you want?
You missed the lovely couple back there, Sister Vera. There are some lovely people that have a company called I Shine. I Shine Global, yeah.
So very quickly, just to let you know, this event is being broadcast all over the world, and because this is the first global movement of the 21st century coming out of Nigeria. So just as we are here, we have a lot of our supporters who are out there, so you know, and they are clapping for you as well. Yeah, so just we are getting digital props.
Yay! And so while you're saying that, Mr. President, we have $100 from the Mr. Isaiah Olubi.
I Shine Global.
And I will have a whopping $250 from Dr. Salako.
Wow.
So great. So did you guys take your business already?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we start.
They did 200.
Hey, Nepa, stop it.
It's done. They did 250, 200. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe while you're
So-
doing this, can we just answer the questions?
Oh yes, sorry. If you, I've been taking commercial breaks because I want
No
to
problem,
enjoy.
no problem.
So the adults gave us $250. $250.
No.
And then from
Bola.
Mr. Okwere.
Yeah.
Bola Okwere. He just saw my thing on Facebook and came on. So
Oh.
thank you. And $200.
And
Okay. From the Thomas family, $200. From Brian people. So we'll take a commercial break is over, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. You know, somebody was making a joke yesterday in the car on our way to the fundraiser yesterday also in Oakland. He said Nigeria no longer teach history in their schools because our ancestors are still with us. Nigeria has a president that is older than Nigeria. Yes. And when they talk about experience, sometimes you wonder, if experience is so powerful, why didn't we send Odegbami to go and play for us in the World Cup? You know? Yes. Dr. Salako, I want to answer your question about healthcare. And we actually have been expanding our teams, and it's been ballooning, you know, because just in the New York area alone, there are about 3,000 Nigerian doctors in New York State alone. I don't know how many of you are out here. In fact, if every Nigerian doctor were to be part of this project, we wouldn't need to do a fundraiser because they have the money. But a lot of them, like every one of you, have had traumatic experiences of people dying needlessly in their clinics or when they are unable to help. And one of them told me that they don't know how many times they have violated even their hypocritic oath to their, you call them, to their patients, but in Nigeria you don't have patients, you have victims of the medical system. It was Tai Solari who used to say that the Nigerian clinic has become consulting centers, and then they become death centers, and then somebody said they are mortuaries. But the way it is today, Nigerian hospitals can't even process dead people. Yes. They don't have the ability to embalm anymore. Somebody has embezzled the money for embalming dead people too. Our health system is broken, and we have teams. But what we're doing is to create health care teams in different parts of the world and the US, different states. Because what we've known or we understand about healthcare now is no longer what we used to know. It's not about, just treating people. It's about what technology has also done to healthcare. Yesterday, the day we arrived, we went to the Computer History Museum here. And it's unbelievable how many things have gone to the museum. How many cell phones, you remember the palm in those days? They're all in the museum now. And one question I raised aloud is that, why is Buhari not in the museum? Because antiquated. A lot of our leaders are supposed to be in the museum. We just put them there and we're going to look at it and say, this used to be our president in 1994. Because computer devices that were made when I came to the US, they are already in the museum. Because the world is moving so fast. And I think that applies to healthcare. So we'll register you with one of our healthcare teams, Dr. Salako, or you can actually lead one for us. Maybe the University of Lagos alumni healthcare team, whichever one will do that. Plan to capture the knot. The knot is actually crying for health. If I tell you that the part of Nigeria that is most desperately in need of climbing out of poverty is northern part of Nigeria. And when we traveled there, they verbalize it to us. Women saying they want to send their children to school. I said it earlier today. Yes. They call school Makaranta in the north. The ones that didn't know how to speak English said, what do you want? He said, Makaranta, Makaranta. They were sent to us. So capturing the north requires the help we need from you to be able to move into the north and spread the message to them. The average northern person needs to hear messages from their radio. So we need to be able to send messages to them through the radio. The message I'm giving to you today resonates more with an average northerner when it's broken down to their level. Because the northern person, most northerners are organized around a political philosophy known as Talakawas. And they have one political agenda only, to climb out of poverty. That's all. They are not yet interested in driving a big car because they are not there yet. But they just want to be able to send their children to school, get medical help, feed, have a roof over their head. When we travel in the north, man, you need to see the houses people live in the north. You know, if you have ever insulted a northerner, you will say, Father, forgive me, because I've been ignorant. So they need it, and the way to reach them is radio. You know, when you spread ignorance by not educating people, and you sprinkle a little bit of religion into it, you have a time bomb in your hands. I won't say anymore. The palace incident, I will use that to address that of Dr. Salako and Olusola. The palace incident is based on one thing and one thing only: our culture that has refused to evolve. A tradition that was responsible for slavery and are still holding people to some kind of obeisance, in which you then combine with the military mentality that I call obey before complain. We went to the palace of the Oni of Ife. He sent an invitation through a friend of ours that I should come. And we went there. He said, I have an appointment for 12 noon. We got there at 11:48. After staying for 3 hours, there was no information regarding what is going to happen. So, but we stayed there regardless. Eventually, we got how somebody said he would be around the Oni of Ife. A young person, educated, in 20 minutes, waited. He didn't show up until another hour after that. When he did and all the rites were performed, I stood up and said, this is not fair. You wouldn't do this. I said, Kabiyesi, you travel around the world. You wouldn't do this to white people. Keep them waiting. And I said, as a result, I am not going to prostrate for you. Yes. After making my point, which is complain before obey, I got my colleagues. I said, now we are going to respect the tradition. We bowed. They said because my chest did not touch the ground. Yes, they released tear gas on us. Everybody was shaking. And when we tried to go and catch fresh air outside, they attacked us physically inside the palace ground. I came back as a Kabiyesi. This is 21st century. Why are people getting beaten up in your palace? Well, at the end of the day, I think the whole world was like, because we're doing this live. You know, they appealed to the cultural elders there, and we eventually ended the program on a good note. But what I did is what I've always done in my life. I'm a conscientious objector. And as you all know, when Ile-Ife was created, there was a saying that for those of you who don't understand Yoruba, it says it was the wisdom of the young and the old that created Ife. Ife is the cradle of civilization according to Yoruba. So if I'm a youth, it means that Ife knew about me before now. The oracles knew I would be coming. Yes. Way before now. So they shouldn't have been shocked when I stood up there to say this is the right way to do things now. But the custodians of the culture have a different view of how I should be treated. Second other reason, which was fine, is that I knew that if I was Atiku, Buhari, or Tinubu, I wouldn't wait 5 minutes in that palace. Well, because I'm a son or child of nobody, and I said, if you take just me and my life to teach or have a teachable moment in that palace, I'll do it so that the whole world can understand that there's a new standard for treating everybody equally. That was why I did what I did. I want to assure you. Because the uproar has been that there are people who are still stuck in the past. I saw PhD holders, with Yoruba names, who said I should be beheaded and my head sent to my parents because I did not prostrate for the audience. Yes. But you cannot blame it. The Yoruba culture, sadly, was responsible for slavery. Over 43 million people were sold into slavery from Badagry alone with the help of Yoruba Obas. And when we went to Badagry, I asked, what was the consequence against the kings that did this? None. We still went back and started prostrating for them. But the problem is that you are prostrating for a king who is prostrating for a politician. You know, yes. That's what happened. So we have resolved our differences, hopefully. But for those of you worried about my security, don't also forget that our traditional rulers have been responsible for the demise of a lot of our citizens. It was their collaboration and connivance that killed Abiola. Don't forget Bola Ige. His heart was removed in that palace before he was shot dead. Wow. Yes. Yeah. A few days later. So, but don't worry about me. As I've always said, we are going to the promised land, and all of us will be there. Okay. Yes.
Commercial break, sir.
Yes.
May I?
Yes.
And so within less than an hour, you guys, you rock. We have 2,650.
Wow.
Just to confirm that the square really works, so if you still want to give, we have 1,250 from Square, cash 150, check 550, Zelle 7 whopping $100, and as well from Mr. Mba, $100. Don't wait for a And then not in cash value, but Mr. Uje, the J-Man, has pledged, not promised that he's going to Nigeria from December till the inauguration.
Wow.
That's a lot of cash. So let's think about that $1 million, $50 only. That's 50 million.
Yeah.
1 million people, $50 only. So it takes you, put it on your Facebook and start telling people to multiply. So we'll give you the Zelle, the cash, we'll take cash, check, GoFundMe, we'll put it on. Just help us replicate it on your Facebook. Because if you guys remember, this is what happened with Obama.
Definitely.
Remember, I just want to keep repeating it, that the Obama concept, which my sister already is doing, is that monthly, just only $10. You don't even know when it goes. So let's start that concept. And then have your friends do it. We need to take Nigeria back.
That's
right. Okay. So collector, cash. I don't like that. Oh yes, and then I know it's a woman. And then
So,
people that said they come back are coming back. Oh. And then where's my sister? So I don't have to touch it.
thank you. So, Olusola, you asked about my hairstyle. It's called Showtime. I was born with it. And there was the issue of cannabis, which I want to briefly address. What is amazing about Nigeria and Nigerians is that we are the happiest people in the world, and it's real. But what probably you have never heard from in science is that the reason we are happy is that we actually have a gene in our body known as a feel-good gene. And the feel-good gene is officially known as cannabis gene. So the reason why we are happy people, even when we are suffering and smiling, as Fela would say, is because we have that gene. But mass production of weed is not something we need to even start talking about. It's already happening in Nigeria. Yeah, people grow weed already in Nigeria. And there are over 30 uses of weed, including making, in fact, hemp was first known for making ropes, very strong ropes. It was when they started burning the ropes and they started inhaling that they discovered that it had THC, the one that makes you high. But THC is just a very small part of hemp, but today, cannabis has been discovered to be one of the most wonderful plants in the world. And I must put a disclaimer out there, I've never smoked weed before. Yes. Yes. And you can use it to make t-shirts. It's stronger than cotton. You can use it to make jewelries. Yes, you can use them to make ropes. It's even used to control other weeds. Yes, if you plant cannabis around smaller weeds, will kill all of them. You smoke them. Yes. But most importantly, its medicinal use. It's known to help you with nausea, pain. Recently, I think they found out it also kills cancer cells. Yes. Yes. It has so many uses. But guess what? Tobacco that kills people is legal in Nigeria. Alcohol that kills people is legal in Nigeria. But weed that helps is illegal in Nigeria. But this is not the first time something that is native to us has been declared illegal. The white people, when they came to Africa, Nigeria, they found that we could make alcohol better than their London dry gin. And they made it illegal to produce it. They call it illicit gin. Up to when I was in my teenage in Ondo State, they were still going around in the heights, in the riverine area, seizing ogogoro, as we call it. But if you drink a shot of ogogoro, as they say in Yoruba, your eyes will be clear. If you are interested in ogogoro, because it's made from palm wine. The palm there is natural. It's better than dry gin. But because the white people wanted to be selling their own product, they made it illegal for us to produce our own, which is better than their own. So this is not a fair. We just need to apply wisdom. But to apply wisdom, you need wise leaders to run your country. It is not only weeds that I'm discussing so that people don't reduce my campaign to a weed. In fact, it was an answer to a small question about traditional medicine at a health seminar. We have what we call Spicer Heat, which is security, power, infrastructure, anti-corruption, economy restructuring, health, education, agriculture, and tourism. So that you know, it's called Spicer Heat.
May I do a commercial?
Okay.
Which one? Sorry. And so, this is one of our leaders. Please come in the Bay Area.
Wow.
And the movement, we combined with the diaspora and him, we have like thousands of contacts of Nigeria.
Wow.
So he has, so he's one of those that, of course, we copied and he puts it and people show up. So, Mr. Osage, the Oba Piki, Oba of Benin Piki.
Oba talk where?
So he has a very important message from Oba Apollo. Please, it's private. Go on there, tell him. So meanwhile, I'm still collecting checks and cash and Zelle. I don't get tired of collecting money. Don't invite me to collect money if you get tired of it. So, because I don't. I'm just scanning the room. I might do second round. And please don't not come to an event if you have the one.
President?
Yes.
That's my
I want
baby.
to show you that boy.
These are my babies. Did you?
All of us.
No, it's good stuff, man.
Yes. So, I just want to quickly answer the last two questions. One of it is study of computer science that brother mentioned. Maybe the way to approach it is to redefine the Maslow hierarchy of needs. Right? Yes. You know what they say? Anybody can tell me what the Maslow
Basic food, shelter, security, and then
under our regime, we are going to redefine it. Wi-Fi will become one of the hierarchy of needs.
That's right.
And studying computer science in Nigeria is actually a done deal. You can hardly find a young person who doesn't have some kind of technological inclination. If you know the kind of inventions that are coming from Nigeria, now in Nigeria there's a version of PayPal, Flutterwave in Nigeria. A lot of Nigerians are inventing stuff, right? I tell people, if I was American and I started Sahara Reporters when I did it, by now I'll be a billionaire. legitimately, because it was an innovation at that time, you know, and it still is today. But I happen to have come from a wrong country. But guess what? One of my biggest investors in Sahara Reporters that in those days, up till last year, was the owner of eBay. At the time, Nigerian politicians were looking for how to assassinate me. The guy, I bought a $600 computer from eBay to start Sahara Reporters. The guy, when he first gave me money, a grant, he gave me $450,000 as a grant, and subsequently gave even more money to me. Because he said, I can't believe that someone can start a citizen journalism platform that's shaking Nigeria like this. But the people, I'm just saying that so that you understand how they kill innovation in Nigeria. But the people who empower in Nigeria sued me 4 times in the US with an average of demand for me to pay 10 million naira as damages to them for libel. I won all the cases. When I got to Nigeria, I took Sahara Reporters to Nigeria last year for the first time. As I was arriving at the place I rented to use as the office, they attacked me physically. The second day, police arrested me. 2 weeks later, they seized all the money I brought to Nigeria, $200 and something thousand through a court judgment that Saraki obtained in Ilorin. Till today, they are still holding on to that money. They have no interest in innovation. They have no interest in any form of development. If you have an innovation, you take it to Nigeria today. If they cannot kill you to get it, they will steal it from you. I'm telling you, without the leadership that is innovative and liberal enough and open-minded enough, Nigeria is not going anywhere. What you have in the country is analog leadership. Until you get a leadership that is digital in nature, you cannot move and that ties to space exploration. Do you know the story of exploration of space in Nigeria? Nigeria spent over $40 million under Obasanjo to go and buy a fry pan from China and put it in space. 2 years later, it was the first thing to fall out of space. I don't know whose backyard that thing fell into. But this is a true story of space exploration. Because I met a guy who was involved in it. He said when they were taking the equipment to Nigeria, they will call them and say, don't bring it except you put 4 SUVs in the container. Selfish leaders. They were more interested in the SUVs than the equipment for space. So they eventually never really bought real space equipment. They were using them to buy SUVs and exporting to Nigeria. That is the story of space exploration. But the truth today is that we have Nigerians who are working at NASA. If they find the right leadership, they will walk into your office and say, this is how to explore space. But you have to understand that a man who doesn't even understand his village cannot understand the space. For them, the space is void. So, please, without reducing your request to nothing, the guy who wants to go to space, my brother, space exploration is huge for us. You know, we can sponsor as many students who go and get scholarship in Russia and the US, but we can also attract our brothers who are already there. So many of you used to work in unbelievable places. There are nuclear physicists. I met a Nigerian in London who said he's a tunnel engineer. And I'm asking myself, would you come home? Because the only tunnel people we have in Nigeria are people with tunnel vision. You know? So, solution is here with us. The discussions we are having tonight will become a historical conversation one day. I have a lady, our sister there, who wants to ask a quick question. I won't ignore you. Please, go ahead.
Yes, my name is Chidi. I want to know what your plans are. In terms of,
can you repeat that?
Yes, I want to know what your message or your plans are in dealing with the resistance you're going to definitely face when you become the president.
Yes.
Yeah. You're going to meet people that have been in certain position all these years, head of departments, that are used to doing things a certain way.
Yes.
Are you going to face the resistance you're going to face? Or you're going to... Yes, how do you deal with it?
Yes. Thank you. Very, very important observation.
Yes.
My answer is that I have never done anything since I turned maybe 18 that has not met resistance. When I was a student at the University of Lagos, I was so resisted I got expelled twice from the University of Lagos. When I was out of the university and we were fighting democracy, I was so resisted I got detained 8 times before I came to the US. When I started a media concern here in the US, I was so resisted I was sued 4 times. And when I started running for office, I am so terribly resisted. I get tear gas. I've been tear gassed twice. One at the police headquarters before I was tear gassed in the palace. Resistance will come, but for every act of oppression, there must be resistance. Principled resistance. The best form of resistance is next year's election. Keep out the road gaps. We will resist them, and we hope all of you will join us to resist the oppressive, very wicked, corrupt, Kabbalistic, rapacious political system.
So this will be a quick question, and it's the last question.
Yes.
Yes, see,
Take it back!
take it back. My question is, whatever the campaign, right, they never say anything about handicapped people, like disabled. What is the plan for those people when you become president?
Thank you.
Especially like that, for those handicapped.
Thank you.
I will answer first by saying that in Abuja, we are standing behind a handicapped lady who is going to the House of Reps.
All right.
Yes, yeah, she will get a form to run for free. Yes. Yes, on our part. Secondly, maybe it's inaccurate to claim that, to say that. In fact, one of the first set of people we met with when we started were handicapped Nigerians who usually hang out at the National Stadium in Surulere, Lagos. And the reason we went to them is that, interestingly in Nigeria, the only people that have ever won Olympic golds consistently in every Olympics are handicapped Nigerians.
Amazing. Wow.
Yes. So we went to them and we spoke to them. Nobody cared about them. They don't even have disability access to public buildings in Nigeria. There is no bus in Nigeria that's driving around that a handicapped person can get on, because there is no provision for them. And I said, we'll make all of this available. It will cost us money, but already some of them are even being done. Because there are over 10 to 20 million Nigerians who are, I don't call them handicapped, actually.
Disabled.
We don't even call them disabled. They are physically challenged persons. I call them special population.
Yes.
Because if you say the word handicapped, you are insinuating that they are not doing anything. A lot of handicapped people are doing better than the so-called able-bodied people in Nigeria. So, and also that they are entitled, we have to have institutionalized social security support for special population in Nigeria, not handouts.
Yes.
So I said to them, and I'm repeating here, so that you know that I met them extensively, that at least for every 3 months, anybody that is physically challenged should be able to get 50,000 naira from the federal government every 3 months. But it will be part of our healthcare system for them. They register into the healthcare system and we verify, because Nigeria, the moment you say handicap and you are paying them, everybody.
I will change my style. Oh, God, goodness.
America here, somebody will tell you that they are legally blind. You know, it's a form of disability or challenge, but it doesn't mean that they can't see. But yet the government will be taking care of them specially. You have parking lots in this country, you dare not go to the parking lot of a handicapped person if you're not handicapped. But in Nigeria, we don't care about them. We make fun of our handicapped people, our physically challenged people. So also the mindset of the public needs to change, because in our culture, physical disability is seen as a curse, or that it is because your father offended the gods. That's why you come out a certain way, whereas it is not so. And anything can happen to anybody. Anybody can suffer, handicap in their lifetime. The fact that you are born whole doesn't mean that something bad will not happen to you. And to be honest with you, a lot of Nigerians are in a state of disability. Politically, socially, economically, financially. Everybody is handicapped in a way or the other. So the whole country is a country of disabled people. It might sound funny to you, but that's the reality. So, but I've told you what we do, but we can also continue to do better. The question you should ask me is, how are we going to pay for all of these things? Right? And we figured it out, is that, you see, our politicians are stealing $5 billion every year. Outright theft of public funds. A Sowore as president of Nigeria, or a AAC as a party running Nigeria, will stop that bleeding almost immediately. Because most of the corruption that's happening in Nigeria happens through opacity of how we conduct our businesses. For example, if I want to find out where your houses are in this area, I can find it online. I just need to type in your address. In Nigeria, you cannot find who owns properties in Abuja or Lagos. You cannot find the name of contractors who are handling federal projects, or any projects for that matter. When you dig, you find out that the chairman of the company that got a 5 billion or 10 billion naira contract is 9 years old. That is Nigeria for you. Our public officers or politicians don't declare their assets. What they do is they declare their assets in anticipation of what they will steal. That was what Saraki did in the asset declaration. He saw a building that he liked, he wrote the address in his, and he bought the building 3 years after he was governor of Kwara State. Several of those kind of things are what you find in the asset declaration. But what if we can have our politicians declare their assets the day they are sworn in, and we make it public? So that somebody can look at it and say, this man says he has this property, he's not the owner. I know the owner. And you can start challenging them right there. And that's one of the things I will do as soon as I become a candidate, or as soon as I will declare myself. There's nothing, I have nothing to declare but my intellect anyway. So, yes, nothing. I will declare it so that the whole world will know that this is what Sowore has got. And if I then come back after I'm president for 4 years and I own the Third Mainland Bridge and tell that I have done something terrible to this treasury of the country, the moment we start doing things right in Nigeria, Nigeria will get it right. Yes. Because so many of the projects we need to do are budgeted for every year. There was a time we researched on Nigerian budget for 10 years. For every year, they repeated the same project for 10 years. Collected the money, disappear. What Fela used to call chop and clean mouth. Yes, but now they are so obnoxious. They chop now, they don't clean mouth. Because they chop, not they finish. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We are moving to Los Angeles tomorrow. If you have families over there, please let them come to our event. Let us come and have this kind of interaction we have here tonight. You know, what makes me feel good about this interaction is that through your eyes, I can see the future. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you everyone for coming.
Take it back. Action. AAC. Take it back. Take it back. Action. Thank you. One more thing.
I'd like to call Brother Thomas, Caller Thomas, the person that allowed us to have this facility. And please don't forget to grab a t-shirt.
Grab your t-shirts. Thank you. Mr. and Mrs. Adeoti.
Okay.
Let me do it.
Okay. It should be orderly. Okay.
What?
Excuse me, can we have everybody's attention? Hello?
Go ahead, we're listening.
Thank you. So I said that there was a presentation by Mr. Kola Thomas.
Please.
This is Mr. Kola Thomas.
Show.
There'll be time for greeting, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to, on behalf of all the
Silence, please. Thank you.
On behalf of all the folks in Northern California, I just want to thank you all for coming through to City of Oakland. On behalf of the mayor, I just want to also appreciate President to be very shortly coming to visit with us and honor us with his presence. A lot of people have spoken. I mean, I don't know what Sowore, what soap he used in bathing himself to come here. Because, you know, that at 11 o'clock, our folks will still be seated and not even wanting to leave.
And there's no music.
And there's no music. And only surviving on meat pie. I think it says a lot about our commitment and the reason why we want a better future. We did the same thing for Steve Ugba, and we prayed for safety for him. And at the end of the day, he's ended up as being the ambassador of Nigeria to Russia. California is very important, and of course, Sowore knows that already. And I just wanted to, on behalf of everybody, thank him for coming through.
Yes.
And a man always needs a belt around their belly. So on behalf of everybody here, here goes.
Wow.
So, thank you. Take it back.
Wonderful.
All right.
That's your right.
So you got
Thank you. So thank you very much for coming through.
Don't give one to Sarakio.
Doctor, look here.
If you have taken, please step aside. Let other people. Dr. Solaka, not you. Did you take your tennis?
Take about 3.
Give me your phone. I'll take it with my phone. I can take you with my
Thank you. Thank you.
Can we please let him take a picture with our lady?
Lola and myself are talking and saying, you can do it, like getting people, getting them money.
I know. So people don't mind, so I know that.
Thank you.
Yes, I want to selfie. Francis,
Okay, just
Okay, yeah. I think I see.
Get inside, get inside. Go on his left.
Okay, don't stop. Before and after. This is the before. All right.
he wants to take it without
I'll send it to her. One,
We're shutting down the hall.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Are you still ready to go to live? Head tight. Thank you, madam. Well done.
Yeah.
You two need to show in the live broadcast.
no.
Why?
Yes.
I already showed you now.
I like it.
Doc, take me and show me.
Doctor. Very okay.
Looking forward to it.
Yes, I'm presenting.